All right, we're going to get started. Welcome. All right, so this is our first meeting of our 10-week sequence of the Rising Lotus Medical Qigong. And my goal with this class is to help you get a deeper sense of energy flow within us, okay? So Qigong means energy cultivation. And we can cultivate our energy through doing exercises that pump the qi through the body. But there's a second aspect to Qigong that's equally important, and that's learning to sense the energy within us. So one of my goals for this course is to help you get more tuned into that energy flow within you. Before we start learning any movements, I do want to just remind people, only move in ways that are comfortable for you. If you get tired of standing up, go ahead and sit down. You can do all of the arm movements sitting down. If your arms get tired, you can do the movements a little smaller. Don't stretch as far with the arms. It's important as part of cultivating our energy to always stay comfortable. If we are creating discomfort in the body, you will not get proper energy flow, and it will interfere with you learning how to optimize that energy flow. Learning how to control it will be more difficult if you ignore discomfort. So we always pay attention if something feels uncomfortable and adjust what we're doing, okay? So how do we feel the energy? What's it feel like? If you felt it already, then you know what it feels like. If you haven't felt energy, you're like, I don't know. So let's just do an energy sensing technique. The palms face each other, the shoulders are down. And we inhale, pull the hands apart. Exhale, bring the hands slowly back towards each other. Inhaling apart. And exhaling, just gently moving. Inhale apart. Exhale. Do one more, inhale apart. This time, as you exhale, slowly bring the hands closer and closer till you feel something between the hands, like the air feels a little bit thick. If you circle one hand, you might be able to feel some tingling on the other palm. Or you might feel like a stretchy feeling as you try to pull the hands apart, or a pushback as you try to bring them closer, like there's a water balloon between your hands. If you pulse one hand, you might feel it tingle on the other hand. There's this awareness of that connection between the hands, that energy. Most people can't feel it on the first try, only about half. If you've never tried to tune into energy, only about half of the people will feel it on the first try. So don't be concerned if you didn't feel much. If you think you felt a little something, then you're part of that 50% first try. Our goal is to really learn to develop that feeling. So not just, oh, I feel a little something. What is it? What's going on? We're going to develop that awareness so that we can tell if the energy is flowing easily through the body or if it's bumping into something. We can learn to direct it through specific places that need a stronger energy flow. Healing relates to good circulation in the body. A healthy body comes from good circulation, not more energy. People say in common language, oh, I don't have enough energy, but that's not the case. Usually it's stagnation. So our goal is to learn how to feel if the energy is circulating and how to tell if it's not circulating well, and learn how to optimize that. So that's our job. Our first exercise has the same energy sensing technique, but we're going to add a spinal movement in. And I want to show you, let me show you facing the camera. I bend the knees around the spine, and then I roll up one joint at a time. When I come up, it's just comfortable, just standing. I don't arch backward. I'm not trying to create a big stretch down the front of my body. I stand up comfortably. The breastbone is up a little bit, okay? I'm not I'm not curled up. My breastbone is up, but I'm not arched backwards. So that's and the legs are straight. The knees are locked. Okay, I do lock the knees on the up position. I sink down, I bend the knees, I round the spine, and the shoulders come a little forward, and then I roll up one joint at a time. What I really want you to notice, maybe I'll turn this way. What I really want you to notice is, see, my shoulders are above my feet. When I round the spine, look, they still are. They're still above my feet. Okay, that's very different than this. I want to sink down and the spine curls. And then I roll up one joint at a time. I sink down and then roll up one joint at a time. In the beginning, sometimes not every joint wants to move. That's okay. Don't force it. What's happening is we're getting the energy to move through every joint of the spine. Between the pelvis and the spine, okay, those bones make most of the blood as in your body as an adult. When we're young, it's the long bones of the leg. But as adults, the spine, the pelvis, as we move these bones, it gets the energy flowing through there. The legs generate a lot of energy as well. So when I sink down, I bend the knees and roll up. I'm engaging those muscles to get that energy flowing. So let's start our movements. We're going to start with the hands together and the legs together. And we take a breath and let it go. Inhale, step with your left foot out just a little bit. Exhale, turn the palms down. This is our opening posture, okay? That's our opening posture, and you want to feel perfectly relaxed and comfortable. And then we sink down, bend the knees, round the spine, the shoulders come a little forward, but they're still above the feet. And then the hands come apart, not too far as you roll up, one joint at a time. Exhale as you sink down, don't tilt forward, just round the spine, inhale, one joint at a time until the breastbone just is up a little bit, but not really tight, just up a little bit. We don't want to be curled forward. We want the breastbone up. Bend the knees, round the spine, and then rolling up knees, pelvis, stomach, chest. So I round everything all at once, but I don't spring up all at once. I get the butt underneath me, and then each joint one at a time rolling up. Exhale as you sink down. Inhale, rolling up. Now, for those of you who've been doing this with me for a while, tune into any energy sense that you get. You might already be feeling a lot of tingling in the palms. If you're brand new to Qigong, just see if you can slow the body down and maybe the air feels a little thick, like you're moving in water. That's an early sensation when people are first learning to feel the Qi. They might just feel like, oh, it feels a little thick. Inhale as we roll up. Good. All right, we're just going to stop for a moment and tune into the body. Should feel very comfortable, very relaxed. The back should be relaxed. If your back starts to feel tight, you might be crunching too far down, okay? If the abs feel a little tense, you might be crunching really low. Instead, keep it gentle. Think about those big leaves of kelp in the ocean. You ever see those big fronds? So relaxed. They're just vibing like kelp in the ocean. Very comfortable. Okay. If you feel tension when you do Qigong, you might be using the muscles too much. We use the muscles a little bit to get the energy moving, and then we draw our awareness inward to just notice what we notice. Just notice what we notice. That's our first movement. It's called Heavenly Ball. Heavenly Ball. The second movement, instead of the arms coming up equally while we face forward, we're going to be on the diagonal, not twisted all the way to the side, but just about 45 degrees. Okay, just to the diagonal. The hands will be apart. And I'm nice and tall, the knees are locked. Then I start to bend my knees around the spine. I turn back to the front. And then I do it on the other side. I roll up, so I'm nice and tall, the chest on the diagonal, but the hands are the same out to the side, but I'm facing the diagonal instead of forward. And then I sink down, bend the knees around the spine. I come to the front. And then inhale, rolling up. Exhale, bend the knees around the spine. I arrive at the center and then begin turning just to the 45 to the corner. Exhale, sink straight down, rounding the spine, and then rolling up one joint at a time. Exhale, inhale. Maybe you feel that magnetic feeling between the palms, or like you're standing in water. Inhale up. Exhale as you sink down. As I sink down, I feel a little more weight on my heels. As I roll up, it's a little more even between the heel and the ball of the foot, but the weight doesn't really go to the toes. The weight doesn't really go to the toes. Mostly between the heel and the ball of the foot, and then when I sink down, it's on the heel, nice and tall. Good, and let's just relax for a moment. When we start turning the waist, it starts activating the energy coming down the body a little bit more. You might notice a more awareness in the feet, a little more tingling. We're starting to get the energy flowing through the kidneys, which affects the lower part of the body. These are the kind of awarenesses we're going to cultivate. For beginners, what do you feel? Who knows? Who knows what you're feeling? Okay? We don't judge it. You say, I'm feeling all kinds of stuff. I feel my breathing. I feel the weight of my body on my feet. We don't judge the feelings. We just are aware of them. We're just aware of the feelings. Okay? Our next movement, the arms are going to come up higher. Okay? This next one, the arms are going to come up higher. As we do this next movement, if you have neck or shoulder problems, keep the hands lower. This one is like a swimming motion. Let me just show you first, okay, before I break it down for you. Just want you to get a picture of it in your mind, okay? It's like a swimming motion. One hand coming out to the side as the other one comes forward, okay? So it's not coming all the way back. It's coming out to the side. We're going to do one hand at a time and get the feel of what each hand is doing. Those first two exercises are a gentle mobilization of qi through the body, letting your qi field expand a little. The next two exercises are starting to cleanse the organs. So we're going to be using the muscles, the joints of the body to create a pumping action through the chest and the upper back for this next exercise. So let's start with your right hand, okay? We're going to start with your right hand. When it comes out in front, the palm faces forward. I think I'll come in so you can see my palm a little better. Palm faces forward. Then I turn the hand palm up, it comes in towards the stomach, okay? That's when I'll be rounding the spine, but we don't need to add that in yet, okay? And then I leave it palm up and it comes out to the side. I leave it palm up, it comes out to the side. Bend the elbow, the hand rises up, and then it pushes forward till it's palm up again. Turn it palm up, comes in towards the stomach. Comes out to the side, leave it palm up. Bend the elbow, fingers point up, comes in front, and then push forward. Palm up, comes into the stomach, that's when I'm sinking down. I straighten up as it comes out to the side. Bend the elbow. Comes to the front again, but the palm is down. It's close to the body, palm is down. And then I roll up. Comes into the stomach. It comes out to the side. Bend the elbow. It comes in to the chest, palm down. And then it pushes forward. Okay, let's try lefty. Lefty is always a challenge. All right. So as it turns palm up, comes in towards the stomach, comes out to the side. Bend the elbow, comes into the chest, but the fingers are pointing forward. Palm is down, and then palm is forward. Palm up, it comes into the stomach. Palm is still up, it comes out to the side. Bend the elbow, comes to the chest, but the fingers point forward. And then rolling up. Palm up, into the stomach, out to the side, the palm is still up. Bend the elbow, comes into the stomach, palm is down, and then palm is forward. Okay, now we're going to do them both. So your right hand is out to the side. Right hand is out to the side. The left hand turns palm up, it comes into the stomach. As the right hand comes up, so they meet in the middle here, okay? That left one is down by the stomach, the right one is at the level of chest, like you're holding a ball, like you're holding a ball. And whatever your wrists are doing, let them relax. Try not to have a big bend in the wrist. And then your right hand keeps going forward as the left comes out to the side. Turn the palms up. The left fingers point up. The right hand is palm up. Like you're catching a ball. Like you're catching a ball. And then the left hand keeps going as the right comes out to the side. I know you're watching me now, as you should. Eventually, you'll watch the hand that's going out to the side. So there'll be a head turn. Don't worry about it now. Turn the left hand palm up as the right fingers point up. And then I hold the ball with the right hand on top. And then the right hand keeps going as the left hand comes out to the side. Then the left fingers point up, the right hand turns palm up, and I hold the ball, left hand's on top. Left hand keeps going, right comes out to the side. I'm going to back up so you can see the spine. As I turn the left hand palm up, the right fingers point up, and I hold the ball, sink down. Rolling up, right hand forward, left hand out to the side. Right hand palm up, left fingers point up, I sink down, hold the ball. As I straighten up nice and tall, up, totally up tall, the chest, the breastbone is lifted a little bit, and I'm turned a little to the side. Then right fingers point up, left hand palm up, I'm facing forward, curled up. And it's inhale, nice and tall, turn the palms, exhale as I hold the ball. Inhale, nice and tall, turn the palms, exhale, hold the ball. Inhale, nice and tall, turn the palms, exhale, hold the ball. Inhale, nice and tall, turn the palms, exhale. Good, let the hands relax down. You may notice a lot of tingling in the fingers, the hands. What we're doing with this exercise is we're starting to really pump the chi, lungs, heart, breasts, shoulders, upper back, getting a squeeze and release. Squeeze and release of those organs, creating a lot of healthy flow through the upper part of the body. There's 6 meridians that go through the arms that affect the 6 6 of the 12 organs in the body. And it creates a lot of circulation through the whole body. Good. Any question so far on the movements? We've done the first 3. Heavenly ball, okay? Then the second one, swing heavenly ball. Same arm movement, same movement of the arms, but my chest is turning to the diagonal, okay? The next exercise is called north and south combined. And you notice it's the same, my chest turns just as far as when I was doing swing the ball, okay? But the hands are up higher. The chest is doing the same thing as it was doing in the last exercise, rounding and then straightening up. It's the same as this chest movement, same as this movement. The spine is doing the same thing, okay? Spine's doing the same thing, except the hands are doing something different. The spine is the same, okay? That's going to be a thread woven through the exercises, this spinal movement. I learned this spinal movement from my teacher, Dr. Yang Ming. This works so great for healing, not just the spine, but all the nerves that come out, the discs in the spine, enriching the quality of the blood in your body, and then pumping that chi through the body. So wonderful. So wonderful. Any questions? Okay. All right. I'm going to guide us through a little meditation now. We're doing the first
question.
Sure, Diane.
So it's the exhale is always when you're curled over, like when
That's so far, but that's not always the case. The exhale, almost every one of our movements in this set, except one towards the end. When the hands come towards, pull in, okay, that's the exhale. When the hands go further away from the body, that's the inhale. That's the method of the breathing. So as my hands go away from the trunk, inhale. Hands come towards the trunk, exhale. Hands go away from the body, inhale. Hands come back to the trunk, exhale. Hands stretch away from the body, inhale. Hands come towards the trunk, exhale. That's the commonality with the breathing. It's not always with the spine, it's what the hands are doing.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, it's a good question. When the hand goes out, the chi wants to go out. That's what happens. You push the hand out, the chi wants to go out, but we are trying to create conserving the energy and circulating it, so when the hands go out, we inhale. Hands go out, we inhale. That's opposite from martial arts. Martial arts, exhale with a strike. Okay, think fighting, exhale with a strike. Healing, inhale as the hand goes out. Inhale as the hand goes out. Okay, that's the thing we want to focus on. All right, we're going to do a little meditation now. If you want to sit down, you're welcome to. I'll keep standing, so I'm in the view screen for you guys, but go ahead and sit down if you'd like. We're going to work on developing our ability to sense the energy inside of us with these exercises and with the meditation. So the 2 aspects of Qigong that I spoke about earlier, moving the body to cultivate the Qi, but the second, equally important, is cultivating our awareness of the Qi. Our awareness of what's happening with the Qi. In the beginning, it's hard to feel, but eventually it's not subtle anymore. Eventually the Qi becomes very noticeable. And how can we enhance it? Our ability to look inside the body and feel what's going on is called inner vision. Looking inside, inner vision. And it's not just the eyes, because we don't really see with the eyes. You won't necessarily get a visualization. You might get a physical sense, a sense of temperature, a sense of volume or pressure or density, an electric sense, vibrational sense. It's all called inner vision. It's not just the eyes. So this is a Chinese phrase. They don't mean with the eyes, they mean with your senses. Just like when you're dreaming, right? You're having a dream and you pick up something that feels heavy. Why does it feel heavy? It's all in your head, right? But your inner vision really is tuned in. And out of nowhere, you can create a physical sensation. Well, the Qi communicates with us in a very similar way. It may not have temperature. The Qi does not have a temperature. The Qi does not have a color, but our brain senses it and it turns it into something that we can observe. We can observe the Qi using this inner vision. So we're going to use one of my favorite meditations for cultivating inner vision. It's called the Inner Smile Meditation, very simple meditation. I learned this from the teachings of Mantak Chia. And it works on the idea that when someone smiles at you, you feel like smiling back, okay? So we're gonna smile at an organ inside of us and see if we can get it to smile back. That being said, many people will feel something instead of seeing it. So that's the inner vision. You might not see a smile inside the lungs, you might feel tingling. You might see a color change. So when we say we're gonna see a smile, you might see a smile, okay? But you might feel something or see something different. I'm just gonna guide us through it quickly. All right, so we get a little experience of it, and then we'll practice it together every class for a while so that we can get that inner vision developing. So I want you to bring your attention inside the body. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Feel your connection to the floor. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. Now imagine a smiling force of energy, like a face that you recognize smiling at you, or maybe a face you've never seen before, or a big shining ball of energy that makes you feel like smiling, or a happy memory or a funny memory that makes you feel like smiling, something funny. It could be something silly, like something you've seen on the internet, like baby goats or kittens, makes you feel like smiling. Feel that smile growing, your own desire to smile back. And send that smile deep into your chest. Let's smile at the lungs. Send that smile into the lungs. Keep smiling at those lungs and just see if you notice a change. You might feel tingling, warmth. You might see a color change. Drawing on that smiling thought, face smiling at you, or a memory that makes you feel like smiling, or something you've seen, and send that smile into your lungs until you see a change in the lungs. You might feel warmth, tingling, expansion. You might catch yourself sighing, or your body might just settle, relax. These are all awarenesses of the Qi. Picture that smile, send that smile into the lungs till you see any kind of change happen in the lungs. Could be a physical sensation, a visual, or your body just might move all by itself, giving you some indication that something has changed. You might see something change in one of your lungs quicker than the other side. You might notice a change on one side more than the other side. Now we're going to just bring our attention to deep in the belly, 1.5 inches below the belly button. Centered inside this area is called the dantian. It's a storage battery for energy. We're just going to end the meditation by focusing in the belly for a moment. Releasing any images of that smiling force. Letting go of the images of the energy in the chest. Focus just in the belly. That helps to ground us, balance the energy. And now bring your attention back to this room, this space. This time you can let your body move comfortably. As you're ready, you can open your eyes. Good, so we just did a short version of the inner smile, just a couple minutes, focusing that energy. And we're seeing what happens, okay? We're playing with the energy, see what our body can notice, see what our body is aware of. With practice, we can tune into these things that start out very subtle, but eventually are not subtle at all. Does anyone want to share something that they became aware of when we were doing the inner smile, or have a question about the inner smile meditation? We're going to keep practicing that every class. Get that awareness. Any questions or something that you noticed? I've been doing the inner smile for a while, so pretty quickly I was aware of like a little fluttery feeling, maybe like champagne bubbles in my chest, or like a little vibration, something like that. I became aware pretty quick because I've been doing it a long time. Other people might notice warmth start to develop, or a tingling, or a menthol, kind of like a hot cold feeling. Those are all really normal, or just a feeling of peace in that area. Any question about the beginning of our Rising Lotus exercise set or the meditation? You're welcome to come back and watch the recording of this class. Will be up in a little bit. After I finish my next class, I'll upload this to the classroom environment, be able to come back and practice it. And all of those people watching the recording later, if questions come up, shoot me an email and I will get back to you about your question, okay? Good, so good to have you guys here live. Thank you for making the time, and everybody off screen, thank you guys for that, and all those watching it later. So nice to have you here. Thank you, everyone. Mwah, so good to see you. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. Have a good rest of your day.